The things we do for modelling, eh? So it's Tuesday night and we've had a snow warning here in South East England most of the day. It's supposed to happen tonight and over the next couple of days. But I'm outside and I'm going to start, so you can see it, over my shoulder, spraying unbelievably the Intrepid. And just for actual reference, it is, see if you can see. Oh yeah, that's snow. It's snowing all right. So yeah, don't anyone ever let you say it's a fair weather game, this modelling malarkey. Let's get cracking. But before we make a start, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, click on the notification bell and stay up to date with the build. Right, so update. So I primed all of the Intrepid with Vallejo Black Primer, which is all this stuff here, the polyurethane jobby. So that's all over, it's been sitting for a couple of days, and then I painted the flight deck with two colours. I'll dig out the colours and put them on the screen at the bottom in a second, and then masked off and painted some of the what will become wooden deck, so we get a bit of a wider shot for you. It's so big, this kit. So next is to paint over. You can see I've done some of the infamous black and white shadow coating. Hopefully some areas that are in direct sunlight. It seems to be working quite well. I sort of tested it pretending I was taking the shots from above. So yes, I'm going to use, which paint am I going to use? Another one. Cold Pocket. There you go, my first Mr. Hobby Grey FS36270. And I'm going to paint that over here. So wish me luck. With the hull safely drying, it was time to start constructing the island. Spread across 9 steps of instructions, the island goes together fairly easily. You'll very quickly find that with only an hour or so's work, the extremely well moulded collection of parts builds up into a very impressive piece, so much so I'm almost tempted not to paint it. The photo etch work starts straight away, so armed with super glue and my Tamiya bending pliers got stuck straight in. Thankfully, the majority of the work requires only simple 90-degree bends, so if you want to build this kit, just take your time in a well-lit area and it will build up into a very impressive piece. The photo etch parts consist of mostly walkways, railings and ladders, all fairly standard stuff and shouldn't be too much of a challenge. With the island nearly complete, I moved over to the flight deck and applied a wash using Flory Model's Dark Dirt. I followed the same process I used when putting the wash on my Star Destroyer model a couple of years ago, so if you want to learn more about how I did that, click on the card above. Thrown in for good measure, I hosted a 90-minute live stream build when putting the last few details of the island together. With all of these done, I made a start then on the tower structure, which is proving to be extremely fiddly. Back over to the main hull again, I masked everything up before painting it with Mr. Hobby Red Brown, with a couple of drops of yellow thrown in. And then once dry, more masking was applied ahead of spraying the bootstrap line. Coming up in the next video, we'll be very near to completing all of the basic construction and painting before applying the last few photo etch parts. And there we have it. So thanks again for watching, and thank you especially to my patrons for all your support, and it means a tremendous deal. For those again, please consider subscribing and like and share with all your friends and colleagues on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.